All right, what's up? It's your boy Will here today to break down another funnel. We're going to go through Black Rifle Coffee. This is a publicly traded $400 million a year business. Over 225,000 people on a coffee subscription. So pretty wild. And I have the audit, I have the flow, the actual funnel breakdown. I placed an order, so I'm going to go through some of that, what I saw there. And because they're a publicly traded company, we also have their annual report, which I'll link to as well, which there's tons of gold in here. But yeah, let's start off with what they've listed in their annual report here. They are you can go here and look it up. You can also just type in Black Rifle stock, and you can see that you pull it up on I think it's like Google. Let me see, show more. Black Rifle. You could see this is confirmed. They did about $395 million last year. I don't think they're actually profitable. Let me see if I can pull up their financials. One sec. Right here, they lost about 16 million. So not like totally completely profitable, but still, this looks a lot better than some of the other businesses. They're probably just investing a lot in their growth, but let's break down the funnel or the audit here. So, I'm estimating they do about 800,000 traffic, 800,000 people come to their site a month. It's mostly US, mostly organic, a lot of organic search. A lot of people are coming to the homepage. They also they call them outposts, but they have like sort of brick and mortar locations that I'm going to talk about. A lot of it is just branded search. You can see, I'll get into their traffic in a second, but I've linked to all their Facebook ads, their Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Another thing that's really interesting is Black Rifle uses Salesforce actually for their entire marketing stack, I believe. They're not using Shopify or BigCommerce. It's all going through like a Salesforce checkout, and then I think the emails are coming from Salesforce. And I was actually surprised at what they were not doing. So there is single opt-in, there is live chat, but there was no email opt-in. Like there's no pre-purchase flow really. There was no abandoned checkout flow. There wasn't really a lot of upselling going on or one-click upsells. No bounce back flows, no NPS surveys, some light shipping notifications, and even if you look at their newsletters, they're not even sending a lot of emails. They've sent maybe, I don't think they've sent an email at all in May. And they only sent so far, I'm filming this on May 6th, and they only sent 4 in April. So it's pretty wild. And this is, again, if you go and pull it up, they have, and I'm going to break it all down. They're doing about $400 million in revenue, or they did $400 million in revenue in 2023. 225 came from their wholesale business. So this is actually a bigger part of their business, but they have, their D2C channel is $100 million business, $142 million business, 225,000 subscribers on a coffee subscription. And they have, again, they're only sending, 4 emails a month, maybe, no abandoned checkout flow, no pre-purchase flow, no upsell, very light ads. So huge opportunity here. But let's sort of break down, get into the funnel here. I think that what's interesting about Black Rifle Coffee is they really are uh, great at driving traffic. So they do some TV ads. I linked to some of that. I don't know if they have anything live at the moment, but they do have some ads that they're deploying maybe on like YouTube TV or various other channels, and it might just be sort of dynamic ads. So they are doing some TV ads. Again, their traffic is coming from the US. It's mostly organic search, like people searching Black Rifle Coffee, BRCC. They get a lot of direct traffic. They get a lot of referrals too, which is interesting. I'll break that down. And again, it's a heavily branded search is where people are coming in from. Of the paid search, they are doing, Black Rifle Coffee. Just branded search terms is a lot of where it's coming from. Heavily coming in from YouTube, so we'll break that down in a second. So they get a lot. That's their main social channel. And then, so that's just like a little bit about the web traffic. And I think what's really cool about them too is they also have their like an owned media. I'm just calling it that. They have magazines and blogs. They have their own podcast, and they have their own YouTube channel. So a lot of this is driving that YouTube traffic. They're also sponsoring a lot of YouTube videos or YouTube creators. But yeah, you can go and check out like what they're doing. You go to blackriflecoffee.com. You can check it out down. If you go, you can see some of these owned media assets that they have. I'm on the wrong. So it's called Free Range American, Coffee or Die magazine. So I think these are sort of like blogs, maybe you could call them that. They're a veteran-owned business, and they're really sort of hitting this sort of market. They do a really good job covering this market on through these like Coffee or Die. I don't know what's going on with this site. I think it's refresh. I don't know, something's going on with that. But you can check out these sort of owned media channels they have, and they call it. They call it basically their approach is to enhance brand loyalty through informing, inspiring, and entertaining. So that's really what they're trying to do. They're really leaning into this veteran market and really just creating a lot of information and content around that. And a lot of it really has nothing to do with coffee, totally. It's more about just being a veteran or just sort of different things that are relevant to veterans. So that's really what they are. Really, I think a big part of why this brand gets so much traffic. And it's similar to when I broke down Liquid Death, where it's like they're trying to use humor. And with these guys, it's like they're really just trying to educate, inform, inspire different veterans, and they just happen to sell coffee. So it's really more of like a media company first. I mean, they literally call themselves a coffee and media company that operates through 3 channels: wholesale, direct to consumer, and our outposts. So that's literally how they're driving traffic. They're also, and again, like where they're driving traffic to, I think that there's 3 kind of main areas of where it's going to. So they have a huge Amazon business that you can check out. I'm not going to break down too much, but like, their main coffee, you can come to and they have tons of different sort of SKUs around this coffee, but 17,000 reviews. I guess they would categorize this as their direct to consumer line of business. I'm not sure where they categorize their Amazon business. They have their D2C business, and then they have their brick and mortar business, which I think might actually be the biggest part of their business. they have, again, that brick and mortar business is doing, let me see, or that wholesale business is doing $225 million a year. In our wholesale channel, we sell to Walmart. And so I'm not sure if they consider the wholesale, like their outposts as part of their wholesale, or if that's D2C. But yeah, I mean, they are killing it with this brick and mortar side of the business and I'll explain it. So basically what's going on here is, they have tons of distribution. So if you go to Black Rifle, if you go to their site, then you click on About, and then you go to Store Locator, you will see they have, they're distributed in Walmarts, and I mean, you can literally buy the coffee, like the bags of coffee, in like Walmart and like Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, but then also they are distributed into like more like of a fast moving consumer good space, where they are in like various very, very fast moving places, like a Quick Trip or a Speedway, Royal Farms, just like a gas station basically. And they're also on DoorDash too, so you could get, they're finding some distribution there. And then a lot of these retailers are bidding on those keywords. So like if you type in Black Rifle and you do like near me or something like that, like you'll see Walmart ads pop up, DoorDash ads pop up, Big Lots ads pop up. So this is a huge part. I mean, this is really where a lot of their revenue is coming from. It's these retail partners where they're distributing nationwide into large retailers like Walmart and more fast moving stores like a Quick Trip or a Speedway or something like your local gas station. They also have their own outposts too, which is like, they're literally their own coffee shop. So, this is one in San Antonio, so you can see it. They have, and I don't know how many of these that they have. I was trying to figure that out. Let me see if I can find that in the actual annual report. Outposts, we believe our outposts redefine the typical coffee shop, which we opened our first outpost in San Antonio in 2020. They have 18, which were company operated, and 18 franchises. So with 36 outposts, our outpost channel generates $27 million of sales for the first year. So they did about $30 million from their outposts last year as well. So that's a little bit more about their revenue there. So not like the hugest driver, but I think it's good. And they're also franchising it too, which is interesting. So yeah, I mean, that's a little bit about their channels. Let's dive into the funnel that we actually know that we can actually dive deeper into, which is their D2C funnel. And again, this is a $100 million business here. And I would say people come to the homepage. That's where they're landing a lot. And they're really going to three main sort of categories. You have your coffee, apparel, and gear, or maybe subscriptions too. And what's going on here is once you get into it, let's just go through the checkout right now. Let's get a coffee. We'll add, this is not available. So you'll add it to cart, and yeah, it's really interesting what they're doing here. And I don't know the app they're doing it, because this might all be custom, because again, they're using Salesforce. But pretty typical cart upsell here, trying to get you to go, this sort of like you're only X amount from free shipping. We know this works. I thought this was cool. I think that a really big part of their mission, again, is helping veterans, and you can go and learn about this on their About page. So their first upsell is not even trying to, or cross sell is not even trying to sell product. It's trying to donate directly to a charity. And then, yeah, they're cross selling another coffee bag, a mug. Let's see if there's anything dynamic here going on. Like, are they changing this? If I let's see if I go to apparel and I go to shirts, like what happens there? So I shop there. I add this to cart. Let's remove this. Okay, so I add this to cart. Yeah, it looks like there's still, I don't know if there's a lot of dynamic cross-selling going on here. But yeah, once you go into the checkout, it's not Shopify. So when I first saw this, I thought this was BigCommerce, but no, it is Salesforce, and pretty straightforward here. Nothing crazy, no upselling or cross-selling going on here. And then once you get into the thank you page, you can see this is, I placed my order. And then what happened was, here's the thank you page. And I think this is where I do think they do a really good job of is getting you into their loyalty program. First off, you just earn loyalty points. So they let you know that. And then getting you over to the account page. And I think this is really like, I broke down Athletic Greens, like another huge they're a $1 billion company that mostly just one SKU. And these companies that really do a good job with subscriptions, they really have a great account management page. And I'm just going to pull it up here. I think one of the things they do really, really well is they try to get you into joining their coffee club. And so, you can build a subscription, and I think this is all custom through Shopify. I'm not totally sure. Custom through Salesforce. But you can come in here, you can select, and you can kind of build your own box. So this is really, really cool. And another thing they're doing too that I like is, let me go back to my account page, is, again, the loyalty is really straightforward. I'm not sure who they're using for loyalty, again, but they're also doing refer a friend too. And this apparently is accounting for 3% of their traffic. So I guess they are getting, I don't normally see a lot of that. They're also going over the club benefits again, really reminding people why they can do it. And yeah, so I think that, and I kind of linked to all of this, I do think they have a really good account management page. And if you're building a subscription or managing a subscription, just, making it like really frictionless and easy, like they're doing it is really key. And then, outside of that though, like if you come back, just like another thing, like I talked about earlier, not sending a lot of newsletters, and then pre-purchase, not a lot going on either. So, I did not get a pop-up. And so let me see if this has changed. There was no there was none of that. And, no like coffee quiz either. They got, what type of coffee would you like? I think that there are some things they could be doing pre-purchase. They do have a footer opt-in that, and these are notoriously don't always get a lot of opt-ins, even with something as simple as this, like emails suck, ours don't. But yeah, I have yet to receive a newsletter email since I placed my order. And so, yeah, nothing pre-purchase going on. There was also no abandoned checkout flow, or abandoned, or any sort of like abandoned cart automation or pop-up. Post-purchase, like when I place my order, there was again, they're trying to get you to that account page. So there was a notification there. And then I got my order notification email, which again is very, very standard. Nothing going on, nothing remarkable here. And then, yeah, if we pull up the newsletters, like let's just pull up their most recent one on the 26th. Decently styled email. I mean, they are putting some emphasis into it. Good call to actions, but yeah, it's mostly image based. As you can see, you can drag it out. That's an image. That's an image. Again, they're doing a little bit of cross selling here. This is an interesting sort of BOGO offer they got going on. And then, yeah, I like that. I think this is why I really like their brand. It's more than just sell, sell, sell. They're doing some very top of funnel stuff here with like a sort of like a video that goes over, special ops pilots. So they're keeping you engaged for people that might not be willing to buy. Also, a big part of their mission is these this giving back and donating to veterans and stuff like that. Doing a little bit of Mother's Day pre-sale here coming up. Selling to the or like sort of cross-selling the Outposts as well. And then again, some more sort of top of funnel content and some more cross-selling, more top of funnel content. So this email is huge. I wonder like what their deliverability is. But I guess this can all fit in. And, again, I do want to talk about the mission because I think this is cool too. If you go to About Us, let's see, where is that? Who we are, our mission. Yeah, they're veteran owned, but there is this BRCC fund to support veterans. And then there's somewhere where I can find is it donations? There's somewhere where it talks about their actual, how many people they've helped so far. Let's see. I don't know. I can't find it, but there's somewhere a page that's tracking how many people they're helping, how many veterans they've helped this year. So I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool mission, and I think that is another reason why this brand is really resonates with people because there's a lot of veterans. I think it's well known if you're an American watching this video, some of the struggles veterans go through after they've been deployed. So being veteran owned and having this mission around helping veterans, I think is a really, really great way to build sort of raving fans. And yeah, I mean, they've done a great job. I mean, it's a $400 million company. They're franchising. They have Outposts. They're distributed all over. And it's just, again, it's not something that people talk about a lot. People want to talk about the D2C darlings, the Liquid Deaths, the Athletic Greens, the Magic Spoons. But this one is sort of behind the scene, built a $400 million business, more blue collar, more veteran based. But yeah, this is the funnel breakdown. Again, I'll link to all of this. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime at will@flowcandy.com. And stay tuned for the next funnel breakdown. Thanks again for watching.